Yep. Yep. We here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, we here. Shabazz,
Yes, sir.
what's popping?
Ghetto America was popping.
Shout out to GZ Global. We all over the globe, baby. You know what we're dealing with. What's slaving?
Big shout out to motherfucking GZ Global Footprint. Shout out
Yo,
to
get,
World Hype Radio CEO Cat. What's popping, Patterson? What's going on?
Everything going on, man. You know what I mean? We here. Happy to see another day. You know what I mean? In good health and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? We're just gonna talk to the people real quick. You know what I mean?
well, you know the footprint all over GZ Global. You know what I'm saying with this ghetto America. You know what I mean with this worthy hype. I mean, worthy magic with this ghetto motherfucking solutions that we're gonna talk about because they ghetto solutions. So in the topic of ghetto solutions tonight, whatever with support systems, and just a particular topic when you got um podcasts, when you got artists, when you got chemistry, when you got some type of movement or some type of something that's helping you motivate yourself, whatever your skill, craft, and all that, whatever. We just want the streets to really fuck with what we dealing with. But before I tell you what we dealing with, I want my big brother, CEO 51, to let him know the number.
Yeah, the number to call us up is 848-480-6371. That number is 848-480-6371. If you want to reach us in studio, you understand what I say? Call us up 848-480-6371. If you want to voice your opinion or anything, even if you want to tell us how you feeling today, you know what I mean? We take that, right?
That's a good thing. And with that being said, CEO 51, you know what I'm saying? With you being an artist, you know what I'm saying, a good creativity, been doing this music thing in Patterson, New Jersey forever. You know what I mean? Malik Shabazz always been doing this, always from the D Block days, you know what I'm saying? CCP, all that, whatever, Fourth God, saluted. And me being on 12th Ave General, represent, you know what I mean, the whole entire 22nd and 23rd, and not even just, secluding myself to a block, but really represent Patterson, New Jersey itself with so many different artists and moving myself saying globally to deal with things on that. But I'm gonna keep it back in the footprint, which is Patterson. How you see this, Malik?
Hey, man. I feel like we are the foundation of this shit. You heard? We are the foundation. The era we come from, we in our 50s, Medina, you heard?
Definitely.
Ain't nothing new under the sun, God. And we don't understand we are synonymous with the sun, God. And so thus we are the beginning of this shit, God. There's no name unincluded. You heard?
Definitely solidified.
If they from the city, if they from Patterson, New Jersey, aka Silk City, right? Then they gotta big up Fourth God. They gotta big up Ground Zero because we are the city, you heard? So if you ain't doing that, don't think we don't see. You heard? Some people might not, but I do. You heard? Fourth God see it. Ghetto America recognize everything that's going on. You heard? And I'll call shit out. I don't care what your name is. I don't care what your hood is. None of that shit. It ain't about tough. It's about facts. You heard? And that's what we came to give y'all, man.
Okay.
Solidify with constructive criticism, solidify with balance to wisdom. We just dealing with music, we dealing with creativity, we dealing with grown men, we dealing with respectivity as far as seeing each other on the streets, whether any particular part you dealing with, whatever. Ground Zero, GZ Global Footprint, I say solidify as far as myself. I always show love to the sidewalk. I always show love to artists. I never turn down any particular artist, whether your craft, your skill was to be judged amongst anybody that you deal with your favoritism camp, and they said you was nice, or they said you wasn't nice, or they said you had potential, it still was solidified. And I always wanted to get that on my stream, always wanted to show that, whatever, and I always wanted to build with this, always from back in the day when we was little young brothers on these streets. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I never showed a favoritism to as though I didn't feel as though I wasn't solidified enough to put anybody in my features or in my videos or doing anything as far as the nature, just your talent and skill and all that, whatever. So I really think at this particular time, which is time and is diamond, I think it should be absolutely reciprocated.
Yeah, but support. So we basically talking about we gotta support each other. You get what I'm trying to say, and I think that's the key. But you know what I noticed. I'm gonna throw a little salt on this thing, right? A lot of people is more into their self and what they're doing, so they don't want to really shine light on what you're doing because it's all about them. You know what I mean? And those type of people don't understand support. You understand what I'm trying to say? What y'all got to say about that?
Hey,
Well, I got. Yeah, Malik. I'll let you go.
pardon me?
Go ahead,
Dog.
Shabazz.
You want to give some insight about what he just said?
Oh yeah, I was just saying. I feel like if you a certain kind of person, man, who really love this shit, man, like we do, you automatically gonna include others in your bill anyway, guys, just because it's music, guys, and we know music don't just include us, but everyone. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, the brothers who ain't doing that, you know, I don't got no words for them niggas because I don't support them either. So, you feel me? But if you don't support me, just know, fourth guy ain't supporting you. You feel me? And I have supported everybody in this city. You heard? But from now on, I'm not doing that. You heard? Because I know it's brothers in this city who acknowledge the work we put in. You heard? And, but they refuse to acknowledge verbatim. So I'm just gonna take the initiative and do the same thing they do. You feel me? If you don't acknowledge me, I don't acknowledge you, man. And I'm cool with that. It ain't no personal thing. You know, let your squad eat. I hope everybody eat. You heard? I ain't trying to stop nobody, but you gotta support me for me to support you, my nigga. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I know? Go ahead. Medina. Go ahead. Give your 2 cents on that. I have something I want to say after you finish.
Shout out to all over the globe. First of all, I'm gonna keep this in Patterson and just to give the initiative with balance, as well as respect. However, people deal with jealousy, envy, hatred, and greed. And then also, it may not even be that. First of all, because some people, I get it. You got your particular clique, your team, and you only, utilizing the gravitation of what y'all dealing with for others, your particular studio sessions, your particular video shoots and all that, whatever. So that's somebody in your gravitation that you only want to fuck with that. You don't go outside that box. I get that part. And that's saluted. But the part that I want to illustrate to is though it makes me ask the questions about it is more or less the artists with the chemistry that didn't do no much and too much more than the other brother who didn't do too much less or even less than what you did. More or less like your name is what it is in the art of your music, in the studios, your sessions or whatever, this and that, whatever. But your gravitation far as the pull for others really getting in the industry and doing so much more than what whom else that walks around you every day didn't do all that opportunity, whether you unsigned, whether you're in a team or clique and all that, whatever. He didn't do all that, whatever. It still should make you look at things like, okay, damn, I've been doing this shit from back in the day to this and that to now. My pull ain't gravitate to that much gravitation that made me evolve much higher, fucking with what I'm dealing with. Let me go outside the box a little bit. Let me do a feature with this artist that they may not thought was that equipped, or this artist that they knew was equipped but still didn't fuck with him, or etc. I mean, like, open up your horizon, you know what I'm saying, and do things like, and I salute Fetty because he's fucking with so many different people with creativity, artists and all that, whatever, all over and all that, whatever. But just keeping it on Patterson before we go outside that box, like, I know it's artists that be like, damn, I'm nice, bro. I love to do a song with Hall Up. I love to do a song with Brazio. I love to do a song with Fetty. I love to do a song with, you know what I mean, this team, that team, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But some of us as artists in this geographical location, I don't know, and that's what we're striving to utilize now. To make a long story short, it's just more or less like, why are you so closed-minded to not wanting to fuck with somebody and acknowledge their talent with you? See what that feature is about. Try that. You know what I mean? Utilize that, and it may help you go to another level. And shout out to all over the globe, but that's just how GZ Global see it. My people, how y'all see it?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this, right? I've been doing music for so long, you know what I mean? And from Patterson. I grew up in Patterson my whole life, right? Went to Eastside High School the whole 9. You know why I'm not in Patterson right now? There's a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is the school system where I'm at is better than the school system over there for my kids, right? That's number one. Number two, as an artist, I wasn't getting the support. And it's always like this, right? Where you're from, you don't really get the support like you're supposed to. But when you go elsewhere, they embrace you better. And then when your hood see that you get embraced from another city, or you may drop a song and then that city embracing everybody is outside of your hood embracing you. That's when they jump on the bandwagon too. You get what I'm trying to say? And then, oh, that's my boy, yo, I went to school with him or whatever. That's when you get to that point, they start saying that. But to help you, push you to that point, they're not there. And this don't fall for every artist, because I see some artists out there get support from the hood. Like Hard Luck is one of them, get support from the hood a lot. You know what I mean? I'm talking about as an artist. You get what I'm trying to say? Because numbers don't lie. I go and I pay attention to stuff. There's a couple other artists over there get, so like Fetty Wap gets support from the hood and whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say? But it also has a lot to do with how you present yourself too. It also got a lot to do who you have around you, because people around you could hold you back too. You understand? I must say this, for instance, right? It's unfortunate with the relationship with Fetty and the people that used to be behind him. But when they first started, they always out there on the grind, pushing. So there is people in the hood that will be behind you too. It all depends on who you rock with and who's in your circle. If you don't have the right people in your circle, you know, I don't care what hood you in. If the right people ain't in your circle, you ain't going nowhere. Inside your hood, you're not gonna get that support. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Let me hold up.
Go ahead.
Let me put this in there just to give you a little bit of a different. I disagree to an extent. Let me tell you why I disagree to an extent. Shout out to Ghetto America. Shout out to World Hype Media. Shout out to Worthy Magic. Shout out to Ninja Hits Magazine. We got the interview tonight at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hair Trigger. Shout out to the whole Killer B Walls family. All that. But, you know, implicating on what you're saying. I've been doing Ground Zero for over 8 years. In the streets. Getting it off the curve. I'm talking about artists, et cetera, out here spitting this and that, rain, hell, snow, right? Before then, I have videos solidified. My bars is solidified. My verbal gymnastics is solidified. I have people all over the globe that love my creativity, craft, and all that, whatever. And it's never too late. It's never too early. Within time and it's diamond, I can go in a booth with any artist right now and gravitate to a form that where I get great outcomes for this, what I'm dealing with, right? And not glorifying or anything. I just know my verbal gymnastics is solidified enough to do with any of these so-called, they say, greats. And there's a lot of greats. And there's a lot of greats out here. There's a lot of greats. You know what I mean? The Gambinos and all of those. You know what I mean? The Wise, so many. Rambo, so many. East 19 artists from all over. But we're just saying more or less with that. You said it depends on the people you have around you. I'm off the curve. I get off the curve, and there's people from every hood that I'm solidifying, respecting to get work done with the letting them spit, all that, whatever. And when you say the people you're around, I'm from 12th Ave and 22nd and 23rd, the Fetty block, which is solidified with other comrades and all that, whatever. I'm from there, right? We're all good currents from back in the day to from now. Still do music, still do podcasts, still connected to you, Ghetto America, all that, whatever, solidified. You see what I'm saying? I'm also, before 12th Ave, I'm from Park Ave and 22nd. And still with my comrades there with that connected right now, which is the Hard Luck block and all that, whatever. And not saying these artists, the Fettys and the Hard Lucks, haven't acknowledged me. I'm saying more or less they haven't acknowledged me enough to where as though we can do features as well too. So when it comes to that, I feel like if we acknowledging each other, we in a footprint, you my mans, he's mans, and he all saluted and respected. It should not be a problem for us to get in touch or get in tune and get work done as well as the other features y'all doing with other people's. You understand what I'm saying? Such as respecting the muscle teams, such as respecting the artists from North Main, East 19th, Governor Street, 10th Ave, or wherever. All these particular artists, there's so many talents in Paterson, New Jersey, that Ground Zero, GZ Global Footprint, has never neglected the talent in them, shared their work, commented on their work. But when you ask for something that needs to be reciprocated back, where is the support? Where is the love? Where's the damn, that's et cetera, et cetera. That's take. I fuck with Malik from the foregoing, you know what I mean, the Black Mass era, all that. You know what I mean? You know, the motherfucking you got the what's his name? Don doing that. You feel me? You got Tag Dolo. You got Dolo. You feel what I'm saying? You got Bonaducci's and all that. I don't see any reciprocated love back to Malik as in the fourth God, Ghetto America, when he's doing crazy work. You understand what I'm saying? An artist from wherever, the Boulevard and all the other type. We don't hold jealousy, envy, hatred, and greed against us. In Paterson, New Jersey, we opening doors with this music and creativity. Like, I feel as though we need a little bit more tighter support system for us to really fuck with what we dealing with.
I agree 100%, Medina, and I feel like I ain't gonna say nobody's name because I don't want to pinpoint niggas, and although I don't give a fuck about that, but I don't want to pinpoint niggas to make it seem personal, right? But all of these artists, whatever artists you can name right now from Paterson, Medina, right?
Yeah.
CEO, I've supported them. I've put their video on my fucking page, like, you feel me? With no profiteering involved, none of that, God. It's just the fact that they from Paterson. I do music. I fuck with good music. If they got good music, I'm sharing it. Period. Right?
Yeah. Fact.
Now, check it out. But when you get to a certain point in time of doing that for a clip of time, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's 30 days or 30 months, right? When you see these artists who can only benefit from you sharing their shit, right? Not acknowledge you and a bunch of other motherfuckers who do the same thing for him. That shit right there make me stop supporting him.
Yeah.
Because what it means is, Cat, is that a motherfucker don't appreciate your support.
Yeah.
And when a motherfucker don't appreciate your support, my mother always told me, don't do nothing for a motherfucker who ain't gonna appreciate it, you heard? Because if they ain't gonna appreciate it, then your quality gonna go for naught. And at our age, that ain't what the fuck I'm doing, and it ain't what I can afford to do. My account ain't set up that way, you heard?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish, Shabazz.
Yeah, so in my life, man, like, I don't got no problem with no artists. I don't give a fuck where you from, none of that shit. If you from Paterson, I'm supporting you, but I need to see the reciprocation because that time I'm taking out to support you, I could be doing my own shit. I'm an artist. I'm a podcaster. You know what I mean? For my own and others. So yeah, I want the support to be equal because why the fuck I'm wasting my time or why I'm wasting the entities that I fuck with time fucking with your shit and you ain't gonna do the same for us.
Yeah, you got a point. I
don't care who it is. I don't give a fuck who it is. It don't matter. It was my mother. I tell my mother that.
Hey, yo, CEO 51, throw that number out there again.
848-480-6371. The number is 848-480-6371. Call us up. Let us know, chime in. I know some people out there can identify what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Especially if you're an artist out there and, you want that support. You feel as if you get that support like you're supposed to get it. You're from the hood. You know what I mean? Let us know what you think, how you feel. Talk to us.
Artists, too much talk. Who close to some of these entities who's supposed to be quote unquote popping right now, right? And they ain't getting no support, my nigga. They right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're doing legwork. They doing legwork for the people that we say is successful, but they don't get no acknowledgement and they don't get no fucking support in return. And that shit right there is uncivilized, bro.
Yeah. With that being said, I just want to know, shout out to the streets, shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Georgia, shout out to South Carolina, North Carolina, Raleigh, Paterson, New Jersey, definitely hearing this, Passaic, New Jersey, all boroughs, all counties, anywhere there's a mailbox with a stop sign. Check this out, right? So with that being said, and what you acknowledge what you heard, it's more or less on my perspective. I'm looking at it like, damn, he do the ground zero. He do the, he do the footprint, he maneuvering. You know what I'm saying? Before that, he got the videos and all that, whatever. He's still changeable enough to get this work done and all that, whatever. So you telling me in this particular city, which I represent, I salute, I honor my brothers, sisters, kings, queens, the babies, all that, whatever. This particular brother doesn't deserve to be tested. You want to test me? Verbal gymnastics or spitbox in the booth with some of these greats that you said you loved and heard. You don't want to hear Medina in that footprint. You don't want to hear CEO 51 in the footprint with these great artists. You don't want to hear Malik Shabazz in the booth with these great artists. It's like you're really missing some of the great opportunities you could really get. Because I know for a fact myself and others, know my footprint in the booth is capable of doing anything you want to do, solidifiedly respectful, and it's worth being productive in your cipher if you're not dealing with no type of jealousy or anything like that, whatever. Shout out to all artists. Shout out to all artists all over the globe. Shout out to all artists in Paterson, New Jersey. Just letting you know, anytime any one of y'all want to do a feature, it's respected. You want to spit boxing booth, be doing songs or whatever. I'm qualified and I got great creativity as well as my comrades. And we deserve the opportunity too, man. Shout out to Big Ick, man. B-Tab Music, man. Get home soon.
Saluted, B-Tab.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Midget Matt. Get home soon, all that, whatever. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my peoples all over. You know what I mean? Collins, I see you, man. Worthy Magic, definitely on the footprint.
Worthy.
Shout out to my peoples all over the globe, man. But, yo, as the audience, as you paying attention, shout out to Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all over the footprint, Camden, and wherever you at. But, and before I end that, shout out to motherfucking Jadakiss. And I really think 38 Special is really nice, but you got to be solidified to even speak to the big bro with that type of capacity and disrespect. And shout out to your whole borough and all that, whatever. Griselda Mob and all that, whatever. This is motherfucking GZ Global Footprint. This is World Hype Media. This is motherfucking Ghetto America. Yo, audience, man, let us know how you feel about support system in a part of this town.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know how you feel. 848-480-6371. That's the number to reach us in studio. We here. You understand what I'm trying to say? Shabazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about that. You mentioned that Jadakiss situation with homeboy that going at Jadakiss 38 Special.
Oh yeah.
You don't think that's
man?
Go ahead.
I think that's beautiful for hip hop. Number one, overall. I respect Griselda Mob. You heard?
Yeah.
I respect 38 Special himself, right? Here's my thing though. Right? I think Special was he was doing what he felt. But I feel like once he did the interview with the podcast though, he kind of went too far because it came personal. He started judging Jada lifestyle and all that kind of shit. And that shit right there is out of control. That's like, for you to be talking all the drug shit you talk on your songs, for you to say something about the Aroma song and how old Fat Joe and Jada is, and they shouldn't be, that shit is ridiculous. And you really made yourself look foolish, 38, saying some stupid shit like that. I didn't appreciate you saying that because I know you know that this artist that we speaking about, Jadakiss, is definitely one of the top 5 dead or alive for real. And he should be utmost respected for the work he already done. Fuck what he coming out with tomorrow, but what he done already.
Solidified.
What exactly did he say though? Because I missed that. I didn't hear that. What did he say actually?
He did a song called Sunday School with Benny the Butcher and Kiss. And he took it upon himself to judge that he had the best verse on the song, which I don't agree with personally. Put that on the record. I like Kiss verse and Benny verse better than his on this particular song, but that's my opinion. But he said that he was the best one on that song, and that ever since they did the song, Jada been scared to collab with him. So he's saying Jadakiss is ducking him because he know he nice.
Yeah, but man, shout out to Yonkers. Shout out to Yonkers, shout out to Albany, shout out to Boston, shout out to Canada. You know what I'm saying?
The whole upstate.
Shout out to Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, the Bronx.
New Rochelle was popping.
You know what I mean? All my people's under the stairs, Delaware, DC. We see you, Maryland. We see all my people's in Connecticut. Wherever you at.
Shout out to the whole Pennsylvania too.
When it comes to 50 years of hip hop, and you got a great brother like Jadakiss in the music, 38 Special is a younger, hey, you want to say a younger Jada? Okay, you're a younger Jada. You got to respect your footprint in the element of that ladder. You understand what I'm saying? Solidify for others, what you're trying to get across, your topic and all that, whatever. That's peace. You definitely got bars. Songs we ain't hear yet, but you got bars, and we gravitate to solidify you as a
and we want to hear them. And we anticipate your shit.
Most definitely. And so many other people in his borough was crazy hot and all that too. But honor the great. Don't get in the bickering conference or this type of topic with him, this and that. You want to do a feature with him, another song, he ain't reach you or this and that, whatever. Time is diamond. Be patient and do it correctly. Shout out to
No
Nas.
question.
Shout out to Jim Jones. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole Harlem, all that, whatever. Shout out to the whole 12th Ave, 22nd, 23rd. Shout out to the whole 4th Ward, back door, all that, whatever. Shout out to Up the Hill, Down the Hill, Solidify, Alabama Project, Towers, Brooksville, all that, whatever. Shout out to PA and all that. Trenton, New Jersey, we see you. All we asking y'all as the audience, implicate what you think about support when it comes to artists in your particular element. Shout out to
About your city. If you from
That's
this city, you know what I mean? You've been through eras of this shit. You've been watching artists, either rise or fail based upon the fucking support that they do or don't have. You feel me? In our city. Whatever acknowledgement you got on that we appreciate any acknowledgement on it because we acknowledging it right now. And I feel like it'll do well for the whole industry. Those of us who are trying to do what we're doing to hear these opinions, because we might could get something from it.
Shout out to all my peoples in the jails. You know what I mean? Shout out to my peoples under the stairs. Shout out to New Orleans. Shout out to my from Arkansas. Definitely under the stairs, man. Shout out to my people Chicago. All my people's doing what they doing in the heart of the footprint, man. You know this. Work release, we see you. Don Juan, we see you in the heart of the footprint. All the OGs, all the queens. All that in the footprint. Virginia, we see you, all that, whatever. Yo, listen, y'all. Put in your implement and let the streets know how you feel about support.
Hey,
Big shout out to that nigga G Rue, man. Love you, bro.
Yeah, hey, Medina, you said you got something coming up tonight. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, well, first of all, let me give a shout out to the whole Wu-Tang family. Let me give a whole shout out to all my people that's doing what they doing. Killer B. Wall family, Hair Trigger, you know what I mean? Ninja, you know what I'm saying? Ninja
Chris, what's
Magazine,
poppin'?
all that. Prince Understanding. Shout out to Aaron 7. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris. Shout out to all my people's Todd. All that. Scott, I see you. Worldwide collaborations also. Shout out to all my people's doing what they doing with this music. Shout out to the Brazios, Scars, and all these artists and all creativity. I'm not dealing with jealousy, envy, hatred, greed. This is a time, if you trying to take your talent to a whole different perspective, shout out to Prom Capone, shout out to all my people's to Flags Entertainment. If you're trying to take your talent to a whole nother perspective to move up, do some features with somebody from the hood that you ain't never thought you would do a song with. Show that love, show that support. Do that.
Shit.
Like, comment some nigga shit. Do that.
Shit,
support the studios, support the DJs, support that creativity. I mean, shout out to the babies, man. Peace to the gods and all my peoples all over the globe, man. We in the heart of GZ.
Hey, man, it don't cost you nothing. You heard? To push a fucking like button, people. If you people acknowledge it, some of you niggas who guilty of not supporting others, you'll see my likes on your post.
Guilty.
You heard? Right now as we speak, you go to your fucking likes and you'll see I done hearted your shit. You heard?
Guilty.
You don't even acknowledge the guys, you heard? But I acknowledge you heard?
Guilty.
Yeah.
So for all of those people, you heard? That support don't last forever when it ain't mutual. You heard?
Yeah.
That's right. Shout out to A Pressure. Shout out to Born from A-Roll, all that, whatever. Shout out to the 16 Vab artists, Summer Street, all that, whatever. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jersey City, definitely at Marion Projects. Shout out to all my people doing what they doing, man. We represent the streets, we represent the sidewalks, and we on all platforms to hear your opinions and all that, whatever. You know what it is, man. Trent, New Jersey, pull your sleeve up, free Big 50. Talk to the streets, man, CEO Cat.
Yeah. Shout out to the whole World Hype Radio, man. Log into worldhypemedia.com right now. You know what I mean? We live on World Hype Media. We live on like 4 different Facebook pages. We on Ground Zero, GZ Footprint. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I said
global-
we are global
global
GB
blood
Global Footprint. You know, we on the Fort God. You know what I mean? We on worldhyperadio.com. We on YouTube on the World Hype Radio. You understand? We are live on Kick. You know what I mean? We live on that Twitch. You know, we live on a multiple different platform right now. So, you know, and artists out there, you can get your music out there. You mess with us, you know what I mean? Right now, we just came on today to chop it up with you guys. We need some interaction. Call us up, 848. Let me say the number one more time. Actually, I'm going to put it in the chat. 848-480-6371. Let me put it in the Ground Zero chat. 6371. Call in. That's the number right there. Let us know. Give your opinion on the
You know what I
topic.
really want to hear? I really want to hear a story or two from the public, man, about how support or non-support has affected them along their travel. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. 848-480-6371. You know what I mean? But Medina, you was talking about what you got going on tonight. You never finished touching on that.
Yeah. 8 o'clock tonight. I'm on a platform. I'm doing a live interview with Hair Trigger. That's the Killer B Walsh family. That's a connected to Wu-Tang. I'm on that. And it's also with the brother Ninja Hits. That's Ninja Hits. He got the magazine. He also got Scott Free Connective. He got Christian. So much more. And that's worldwide collaborations. That
Shout out
particular
worldwide
footprint-
collaboration, God.
Yes, all that footprint is implicated of what we're gonna do for this interview. Shout out to the whole old gun representing. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey. All that was well. Philly, you know what it is. Under the stairs, man. With this being said, like the God Malik Shabazz, fourth God said, Ghetto America. He said he want to know if in your travels, in your particular footprint, have you been dealing with difficulty amongst support in your own geographical location? But we right here in Patterson, New Jersey, so we talking about that here, and we represent the Sidewalk, man. Y'all call in, man. It's the hotline right here, whatever. You definitely
Big up DJ at Johnson area.
World Hype Media. World Blood Clot Hype Media.
Yeah, that's the you know, we 20 years in now, right?
I know that's right.
20 years,
Salute
man.
that.
Yeah, we've been.
Hey, yo, so CEO Cat.
Yes, sir.
In your travel, in your journey, and you got new songs out, you got new music out, and all that, whatever. What's the opinions you've been getting for others? The new album you putting out, and what? Actually, tell them the name of the album, what it's called, and what you're working on. And I want to know your support system on that, whatever. And I mean, for others, that.
Like I said, I moved out the hood because it's like I was caved in. I was locked in, like I was locked up. Because, I couldn't really grow there because the support was not there like that. I'm not saying nobody supported, but the majority count, right? So since I left the hood, and the station grew bigger too since I left Patterson. And Patterson's my hometown. I love Patterson with all my heart. But like we said, the support is not there like it's supposed to. And who the cap fit, let them wear it. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about the ones that doesn't support. You get what I'm trying to say? The album name is called Let Love Drive. See? You see the name of the album, right? Let Love Drive. Marinate on that for a second. That's the name of the album. We just uploaded the album on YouTube today. So you could go on YouTube, search CEO51, CEO51, Let Love Drive album. You could stream it on YouTube. It's not on Apple Music or Spotify. The singles are on Apple Music and Spotify. The album is only in 2 locations. It's on Bandcamp. If you Google CEO51, you will see the album in my Google search. But you could go to Bandcamp directly and get that album, Let Love Drive. Or you could just go to YouTube and search CEO51 Let Love Drive album. We just uploaded that on YouTube today. Now, I'm getting a lot of support outside of the hood where I grew up. Like last night, that was night before last night. I was in New York. We did a show in New York. Shout out to Star Elected. That's my daughter. She shut the stage down. You know what I mean? And the support was crazy over there in New York, man. We had a lot of love over there. So this is what we're talking about. You know what I mean? We got to go elsewhere to feel loved. You understand? But when we in our own hood, it's like we cornered. Like, the support is not there. You understand? I lived it. I'm not just talking because I have a mouth to talk. I'm talking off of experience. You understand? A lot of DJs over there ain't playing CO51 music. You know what I mean? I pay attention. There's people that's be in the clubs and in the parties, and I'll be like, yo, you got some hot songs. I don't hear the DJs playing it. But I have people in the team that send the music up. But people pick and choose what they want to play. But I ain't worrying about that. You get what I'm trying to say? I just know I'm getting support, but it's not coming from where I'm from.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a supreme injustice, because number one, you have outstanding music, my nigga. Like, I really fuck with your music. I don't fuck with your music because you're my friend. I fuck with your music because I fuck with your music. Like, I really, really dig the material that you putting out. You feel me? So it's like an injustice, my nigga, for you to be putting out high quality music like that. for Medina to put out high quality music like he put out, and it not be supported right here at home. Like that is incredibly it's sad to me, man, because it's like I know how much. I won't speak for what you support because I don't know what your network is with hip hop music and all that, right? But I know that I could kind of co-sign for Medina because we in the hip hop genre we kind of support like everybody. If it's hot, me and Medina both gonna be like, oh, that's fire, right? You heard? I don't give a fuck if we were just talking about he had a garbage song yesterday. You heard? Because we will talk about that. Don't get it fucked up, y'all. We talk real life type shit. But if your shit fire, we could have just been talking about your album's trash yesterday, my nigga. But if that shit fire you dropped this morning, we gonna support it. I know that from me and Medina both. You feel me? As far as hip hop, right? So it's like I don't understand why people block themselves from letting love drive. No pun intended. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, because like love is the foundation, y'all. Like, yo. If you ever see me in the public, people, and you ever seem like I'm just oblivious to the realities that's going on around me, and I'm just in a certain harmony and rhythm that's just like in a zone of my own, I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because I am. I'm in my own rhythm in my head because it's love, and I know I'm dealing with love, self-love first, and love for everything outside of myself after. You heard? So. It's like that's the morals and principles I was brought up in. You know what I mean? The guys ain't teaching me how to hate, my nigga. Like the guys taught me to love myself and others, God.
And you know what though,
and so,
and you know what though, Shabazz, I mean to jump in, but I have to say this, right? And we cannot hide from the fact that we need the support. This is why we're speaking on it. Because without support, it becomes more difficult for you to grow as an artist. You understand? So it means a lot. You know? There's a lot of people.
We do it for the people. We do it for the people, Cat. So, I mean, if this is what I take into account when I look at an artist, such as yourself, God. I'm listening to the content of your music, Cat, right? And I'm saying, damn, these jewels right here is out of love, and this is what the fuck we need right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we missing love. Like, so what you putting out is actual facts. Like, so I'm gonna fuck with that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like people don't move off that though. When we dealing with the masses, I don't think people generally the love of the art, they don't really apply it to others. They just apply it to themselves.
Yeah.
Or whatever camp they deal with, or whatever, like.
Yeah.
But it doesn't transform well that way though. It doesn't produce well for the entire whole. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Under those circumstances, you're limiting it when you start like not dealing with the love and the equality of it. You start dealing with limitations and at every step now. Let's take love and equality out of your in your mind, guys. Just think about it. Now you're walking without love and equality in mind. Just walk a couple of steps, Cat. Tell me what you feel. Huh?
Say that one more time. You break up. Say that one more time.
Take love and equality out of your mind state for a second.
You're gonna be
eliminate that and walk a couple of steps and tell me what you feel.
No, you're gonna be in a dark place, bro. You're gonna stay in a dark place if you take love and equality out.
I'm glad you said that, God, because the answer is that you're gonna be in a dark place because there's gonna be nothing.
Yep.
That matters.
Yep.
See?
And when you take the love and equality out of the equation, out of the whole particular topic of that, let me repeat that. When you take the love and the equality out of it, then it seems like some of these shallow-minded type individuals that don't have no sense to be dealing with equality or sharing opportunities. Now, let me say this. On every street, wherever the fuck you at, but we just want to keep it on Patterson. The brothers say and the sisters say, we real. I'm a real nigga. That's a real sister.
But you could say you're real. You have to be real.
Now look. I'm not going to say they're not real. It's defining what's the word that comes after real. Yeah. So what I'm saying to you is in real, when you say that, whatever, and you said you took the love and equality out of the equation, then what are you? Are you real fake? Are you real jealous? Are you real envy? Are you real hatred? Or
you're all of that.
You're all of that. or you know what I mean? But when it comes to creativity, and it's not no bad karma amongst this person, no weapon formed against him or her, whatever, and you say you're a real nigga or a real sister, what keeps you away from wanting to do or helping yourself as well with opportunity? You understand what I'm saying?
What
Or
makes you real?
support. Yeah. What
What
part
makes
of
you real if you ain't dealing with equality?
Nah, they can get the first word real, but real what? That's the answer that they gotta ask themselves when you just don't like a brother, or you just don't like a sister, or you just don't support a brother, or you just don't support a sister. When y'all both dealing with music, creativity, craft, this and that, whatever, and however you perceive
Right.
the judge, he could say you whack too. And I can
Right.
say you whack too.
Yeah.
But we're not contesting that, we're not stressing that, but it's just support. But you doing
Period.
music. But you doing
Support of
music.
the art.
Period.
Support of the art, Medina.
Yeah.
The fact, listen to me, right? Medina, you know this well personally. You've been amongst me shoulder to shoulder in this shit the whole way. Look, you know what I do with this shit.
That's right.
These brothers and these sisters out here know what I do with this shit, right? But I haven't been active like any other guys you want to put on the front line, your top 5, all that kind of shit, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't give a fuck about the list, nigga. I'm the 4th guy, and that shit right there surpassing the list. So look though, right? Here go the thing. Your equality, guy, is balancing out the art, my nigga. And since I don't do music as much as these niggas do, right?
Yeah.
I'm still an advocate of hip hop, though. I still live out and walk hip hop every day. You feel me? You don't hear what I'm manufacturing every day, but I know what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? So that spirit of hip hop, nothing mystery, God, right? But that spirit and energy of hip hop, that should apply to every sound of hip hop I hear. You heard?
Yeah.
This is why I'm passionate about identifying hip hop that ain't really of the culture the way we was brought up in it as, you feel me? That's why I identify the whack shit. Cause like, yo, what the fuck? I don't hear talk about pussy, Nah. That shit is trash. You feel me? To me. But this is why I identify shit. Because I got an equality for the art overall. I'm not gonna stop supporting hip hop because motherfuckers don't support Malik Shabazz record. Like, nah, I'm not. I don't do enough music to expect motherfuckers to support me right now. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Well, I want them to support. I want them to support CEO Cat though. I want them to support World Hype Radio. I want them to support Medina 1030 because what he do, the work he put in, the fucking geographs he travel, my nigga, doing his job. The shit you don't see. You know what I'm talking about? Not the little couple of minutes you see him on the screen. No. The work he puts in off camera.
Yeah.
Like, so I support all of that. And that's all the art of hip hop. And so my equality is always allowed for that because that's what I'm a part of. That's what I live. So how do you separate yourself from that? I don't know. It's just selfish.
Part of the problem? The DJs. You want to repeat that again? DJs are part of the problem as an artist growing because a lot of them doesn't support the artist. Remember, the DJ plays a song to the crowd in a club. You understand? Or whatever party, black party, whatever the scenario is, right? And if they don't play your music, people ain't going to hear it. Because not everybody is going to search for your song online or whatever the case may be DJs are very important to an artist.
Most definitely.
Very important to an artist, bro. I'm telling you.
Most definitely. But in this day and time,
you need not.
No, look, salute to the DJ. But in this day and time, we're talking about social media.
Yeah.
Or social equality in the nature of seeing that individual with talent, studios available, features available, videos available. Right. That love, that creativity, and the walk of the footprint of seeing an individual. I see on this pace, what it is, supporting your topic, this and that, but still not acknowledging me.
What up, background zero? What up, baby?
Peace, baby.
100%. You hear that in the background?
Yeah, I hear that.
That's
support. That's support.
You hear that? Ground zero being yelled out. You know why? Because they support the platform, my nigga. They understand it, my nigga.
Yes.
I gotta give a round of applause for that right there. Hold up.
all four corners of our city, my nigga. They understand Ground Zero. You heard?
100%, dog.
They understand Ghetto America. They understand Fourth God. They understand because we there.
That's right.
Mhm.
Support is a shout out. Support is some love.
Yeah,
Support is
exactly.
a peace. You understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Supporters, come get on my podcast. Supporters, come to my video shoot. Supporters, come
Right.
to the studio with us. Supporters, come get on a feature with that. Cost or no cost. Support. Put the
Period.
perspective, acknowledge the individual or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And like I did the other day, I had posted something, right, Malik Shabazz?
Yeah.
And I remember this, so I'm gonna put this to the footprint. It's a young girl, she's 8 years old. Her name is Victoria Hunt. She lives in Passaic, New Jersey, but she's from Patterson, New Jersey. 8 years old. And she know and heard that Ground Zero Medina is a part of 12th Ave and a part to where he could be solidified enough to see those of greatness like the great Fetty Wap. And her dream is to meet Fetty Wap. So I hit my comrades off the block on 12th Ave and I let them know. I hit Raekwon, you know what I'm saying? Young bro always supported, you feel me? And I just didn't get in touch with WAP, but I let them know that I need, in that perspective, to make this little 8-year-old girl dream come true, little Victoria Hunt from Patterson, New Jersey, but living in Passaic, to meet him. And that's a dream, and the stream's been hitting it. Like, yeah, you need to do that. That's respected. And before I get off here and jump on this worldwide collaborations, this hair trigger of Killer B. Walsh family interview with Ninja Hits magazine, I just want to say peace to the streets, man. GZ Global, shout out to Ghetto America, and shout out to World Hype Media. I'm in the sidewalk, man. We definitely here, man. Support is an important word. Peace.
yeah,
Salute.
yeah.
Peace, God. I'm
we-
coming over shortly. Look. Yeah.
All right, we out here, man.
100%.
And family support. Family support
That-
is very important. That's another problem, but that's for another show. We out.
You know, God.
All right.